Takeoff, one-third of the group Migos, has died after a fatal shooting in Houston, Texas. The rapper, whose real name was Kirshnik Khari Ball, was 28. John Cannon, a spokesperson for the Houston Police Department, tells ET that around 2:30 MCT, a large group of people were gathered at a party, shots were fired and police were called. When the police arrived on the scene, one victim was found dead, and 2 other victims were taken in private vehicles to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Cannon says that a number of witnesses left the scene before officers arrived and that authorities are still trying to locate them for further information. During a press conference Tuesday, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner identified the deceased victim as Takeoff. "We know and understand that this morning at approximately 2:34 officers received a call of a shooting in progress," Finner began. Officers arrived there shortly thereafter to the location. It was a downtown location, billiards bowling alley located at 1201 San Jacinto Street, here in the downtown area. He continued, "Once the officers arrived, they came upon a male who was deceased. That male has been identified as Kirshnik Ball, better known as Takeoff. He was a member of the Migos rap group out of Atlanta. Takeoff was the youngest member of Migos. Quavo, whose real name is Quavius Keate Marshall, was his uncle, and Offset, whose real name is Kiari Kendrell Cephas, was his cousin." According to TMZ, Takeoff and Quavo, who was reportedly not harmed during the incident, were playing dice at the party when the altercation broke out and someone opened fire, shooting and killing Takeoff. Minutes before the shooting took place, Takeoff posted a photo to his Instagram stories of himself smoking at the venue. After confirming Takeoff's death, Chief Finner shared that he's received numerous calls with nothing but praise for the late rapper. "I got many calls from Houston, and outside of Houston, and everyone spoke of what a great young man this is, how peaceful he is, what a great artist," Finner said before calling upon the hip-hop community to put an end to the violence. "And I am calling upon everybody, on hip-hop artists in Houston, and around the nation, we gotta police ourselves. It is so many talented individuals, men and women, in that community, who again, I love and I respect. And we all need to stand together and make sure nobody tears down that industry." He then turned things over to Sergeant Michael Arrington, of Houston PD Homicide Division, who shared more details about HPD's ongoing investigation into Takeoff's tragic killing. Initial statements from employees working at the establishment notified us that there was an incident that occurred after the party had ended. "There was a private party that was booked out for the event," Arrington began. "After that ended, there was a large group of people who gathered at the front door area, just outside of the building, and it led to an argument where the shooting took place from the disagreement. The police sergeant called on the 40-plus people he said were in attendance at the party to come forward with any and all information that they may have to assist in solving this case. We're looking for any information at this time, any videos, any information," Arrington pleaded. "We do know that the media has received a lot of phone calls, text messages, Twitter, tweets, vines, videos. We need all of y'all to send those to us so we can solve this case." He continued, "From there, as the chief said, we want to find justice for this family. They're going through a lot right now, and the only thing that we can do is hope that y'all reach out and assist us in any way, to lead to evidence that will help us to apprehend and get charges and arrests on the person in charge of the death of Takeoff." In a final call for leads, Chief Finner took the mic once again, asking anyone with information to step up, so that the police can help bring closure to Takeoff's family. "I just want to say something to our city, to Houston, every brother and sister in the neighborhoods. I am calling you to action, to step up," Finner said. There were 40 people at least at this event, and people left, possibly out of fear. He continued, I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You would want somebody to step up. So, please step up, get the information to us, so we can get some closure to this family who is hurting right now. ET has reached out to Migos and Takeoff's reps for further comment.